everyone, I'm Chaz from Pair of Dice Paradise and BoardGameGeek, joined here by Mario from Postscriptum.
Hi.
Hi, and you're going to be showing us Florenza the Dice Game.
Yes.
So, this looks really colorful and interesting, so I can't wait to dive in. So tell us how this works.
Yes, first of all, Florenza was a game released 9 years ago that was a really heavy resource management game. And here, this is the dice game version.
Okay.
We had also the card game before, and then the dice version. This is a resource management game. This can last up to 90 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, yes. This is a resource management game with no setup time.
Okay.
And very small and cheap.
Yes.
So that's the idea, that a resource management game to go.
Okay.
Okay. You roll the dice. The first player chooses 3 dice he wants.
Okay.
And all the other players pick one of them, choose one of them. They can choose also the same.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Each die can be used in 3 ways. So to obtain resources, or to hire a character,
Okay.
or to take 200 coins.
Okay.
Okay, so the higher reserves are better to harvest resources, and the lower reserves are better for the second effect.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so this is 4. It means that I would take 2 marble resources if I take one, if I choose to take resources, but only 1 step on the track.
I see.
When I get a resource, I cross it on my. This is my district sheet. Is where I play.
Okay.
When I obtain a resource, I immediately cross here. If I obtain 2, I can cross whenever I want. And there are 3 main areas. The palace is the one that gives you the highest amount of points, but you have to hire an artist that is a specific artist. So that means that if I want to build this one, I have to gain 1 marble, 1 metal, 100 coins, and then an architect.
Okay.
Architect is tied to the red die.
Right.
So in this case, I would take the red die. That means that with 100 coins, I score 2 points for the architect.
All right.
Okay? This is the most difficult, but is the one who gives you the most amount of points per resource. The church is similar, but here you can choose between 2 kind of artists. So it's a bit easier in that way. And it gives you an income. Income that are steps on these tracks or 100 coins. When you get coins, you circle.
Okay.
And then when you use them, you cross.
So you don't need to worry about extra components. It's just right there.
Everything is here.
Nice.
The third area is the district. The Italian words are Renaissance Italian from Florence, so it's just flavor text. Okay. You don't need. So this is the back of your district paper.
Okay.
You can write also here if you want to take notes, but only this one matters. Yes, it is just if you want to take notes.
Okay.
Let's suppose that I want to build this one, the casa, the home. I have to cross off a wood, a metal, and 200 fiorini. Okay. That means that I have the casa, and from now on I have the special effect of the building. So these buildings. Here you can choose wherever you want from here, up to 1 per kind. They give you a bit less points than the artworks, but they give you many different effects. Okay. These effects that are very useful to build an engine, because this is seems to be a roll and write, but it's a resource management game, a Euro game. Fully finished Euro games that can last up to 90 minutes, for example. Last thing, here you can advance with the dice or with the incomes on the captain of the people, bishop, and preacher tracks that give you immediate advantages.
Okay.
And at the beginning of each round, the player who is has the highest points on the captain becomes the captain and takes one extra resource that he must cross immediately. And the one that has the most steps on the bishop becomes bishop, and they can use also the dice already used by the current player.
Okay.
So let's say that more or less it's almost everything. If I have time, I can just tell about the solitaire game. Solitaire game, you play against yourself to reach the maximum score.
Okay.
But there is a ghost player who chooses dice. When it's your turn, you choose 3 dice as usual. When it's the ghost player turns, the ghost player doesn't play, but takes dice in this way. You roll the dice and you place them normally. So this is a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it takes this. This is a 1, it takes this. This is a 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can choose one of these as if it was another player. And then the ghost also advances on these tracks, so you see if you are elected captain or bishop.
That's a really interesting way to do that. I like that a lot. Where is this in terms of its availability? Is it available yet, or is it in production still? And
no, it's available. It's been releasing here.
Okay.
For the first tomorrow, let's say, the fair will start. We have a booth in all 4, booth 4D 1-1.
Okay.
And for the moment, it's available only here.
Okay.
This box is in English and German, and there is also an Italian version distributed by Gaton Games, an Italian publisher, that will be released in Luca Games or maybe in stores right now also.
Okay. And when people go to pick it up, do you know what price it is?
The price for the fair is 19 euros.
Excellent.
Yes,
All
fair
right.
price.
Wow. Well, this at first glance, this looks deceptively simple, but there's a lot to think about as you're playing this.
No. Yeah, this is for people who want a resource management game that they can bring everywhere and they can set up, and they set up whenever they want. My last games was 2 kilograms box with the 5 Wendake has 500 tokens, and every time I have to set up the game and put away, it's always why? And so now this year we made this clever.
You went in the opposite direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Mario, for sharing this with us. And all right, that is Florenza the Dice Game.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching, and we'll have more soon.